Awesome, thank you. How good is this? So many people here today. We've been inundated all morning outside in our booth. It's incredible to see you all here today. Let's check. Okay, great. I think we're ready to get started now. As I said, thank you everyone for coming today. I recognise that I'm the last person stopping you all from getting to lunch, so I won't take too long. I've had this question a lot this morning as well, and I'm sure a lot of you are interested in knowing the answer. I am 6'9", and yes, I do play basketball. I've been subjected to many photos this week in Manila already. As mentioned, my name is David Barker. I'm the head of sales for Asana in Asia. I'm based out of our Singapore office. We've got our wonderful colleagues at our booth over there, as well as our partner Trends Technologies. Today we're going to have a conversation around humans, AI and navigating the future of work with AI. Before we get started, can I just get a show of hands around the room who's actually heard of Asana? Okay, great. I've got a few hands up around the room. For those of you that haven't heard of Asana, we're the leading enterprise work management platform that really is designed to help companies eliminate inefficiencies and drive towards achieving your goals at a much faster rate. We're working with over 2.5 million companies globally. Sorry guys, the clicker is not working. Okay, great. We're working with over 2.5 million companies globally, and over 80% of the Fortune 100 are using Asana. You might recognise some logos across the APAC region here, but one company that we're incredibly proud to be working with here in the Philippines is the Jolly Beef Food Corporation. We've partnered very closely with their team to help them with launching new products and launching new stores across the Philippines. Sorry guys, get the hang of this. Before we get started, I want to tackle this concept of digital friction. And what exactly is digital friction? Now, I think we can all attest to, or we can all recognise this challenge that this idea of digital friction is that within our organisations, we are just inundated with technology. We're inundated with all of these different apps that we're using. And what we're finding is we're constantly having to context switch between all of our different applications. So, let me just, sorry, the slides in here are jumping all over. Sorry guys, a little bit of technological difficulty. I think it's true in essence that yes, technology is rightly seen as a major asset within the workplace. Great, perfect. And yes, it's true that technology is seen as a major asset in the modern workplace. And I think the pandemic era really showed us that. We made a lot of large-scale investments into a lot of different solutions and tools designed to really help us with the challenges that we're facing. And to a certain extent, this move was justified. Without a lot of these solutions, I think a lot of us would have really struggled in that remote work and hybrid work environment. But I think what this done is, this era has given us this false horizon in terms of how we're collaborating using technology, with the number of apps that we're using on a daily basis is actually increasing. And in reality, it's creating a sense of app overload and notification fatigue. In fact, we're finding that we're only spending 40% of our time on skilled and strategic work, and roughly 60% of our time is spent on this concept that we call work about work. Now, I'm sure that that's a buzzword, and we're all hearing this term work about work, but it's a real critical business problem that organisations are facing. And what do we mean by work about work? This is things like unnecessary meetings, emails and messages, duplicated work, Viber messages, WhatsApp. All of these things that we're doing just to try and surface the information that we need in order to be able to do our work. And what this is causing is employees and organisations are missing 26% of their deadlines. Now think about that, 26% of your deadlines are being missed. And the larger the organisation, the greater that problem becomes. This is leading to missed deadlines, and that's having a massive impact on our revenue as an organisation. And we've also found that 71% of knowledge workers are experiencing burnout. That people are tired. And when we think about the number of apps that workers are using, one thing is becoming clear. While collaboration is important for us in many settings, there is such a thing as true collaboration, and it shouldn't always be about more collaboration. It should be about collaboration where it is necessary and using the right tools. At Asana, we've conducted some of our own research, and we've actually found that the number of apps on average that people are using on a daily basis is at least 10. But if we could streamline that, we could save employees roughly around 5.6 hours. Another study that we've found is that on average, employees are jumping between applications, different applications each day more than 1,200 times. That's 1,200 times a day you're jumping between WhatsApp and all the different solutions that you're using just again to try and surface that information that you need to be able to perform the work that you are hired to actually do. Some of our own research has found that 27% of workers who use 16 or more apps, they miss messages and actions. And again, this leads to missed deadlines and they're making mistakes in their work. Now, the head of our innovation think tank, Dr. Rebecca Hines and the Work Innovation Lab, they're actually on a mission to change this. So Rebecca and her team, they've done some research that's found it's critically important that we align our people, processes, and technology in order to drive business value. But what does this brand of effective collaboration actually look like? So leading a report into high-value collaboration, Rebecca found that there is such a thing as too much collaboration. And this is backed up by leaders. We found that 29% of leaders have said the expectation put on employees to collaborate is preventing them from completing their work. People are overwhelmed. Again, we're stuck and we're bogged down in messages and emails, all these broken systems and processes. And this is where Asana comes into it. So at Asana, our mission as an organisation is to help humanity thrive by enabling the world's teams to work together effortlessly. We pride ourselves on solving the challenges that the modern workplace are facing, and we want to bring back true collaboration into how people work. So how we do this is we create a smarter way of working for organisations. We need to move away from this current system of work. What we've done as individuals, we've typically invested to solve these challenges in some personal productivity tools. We've then potentially, as our team or our department, we've invested in departmental productivity tools. But all this does is continue to exacerbate that problem and create these siloed ways of working. I might be using one tool, you might be using another tool, that team's using another tool. Everyone's using all these different tools. And this is a major factor that I'm sure all of you will recognise as a huge challenge, and it's standing in the way of your operational productivity and standing in the way of your efficiency. So in the course of this session, we're going to continue to explore how the right tools, namely artificial intelligence, can reduce digital friction and set you on that right path of collaboration. So, first of all, we don't just need collaborative tools, we need collaborative intelligence. I'll direct you to this quite funky looking pyramid on the screen. It might be a bit confusing for all of you, but this is really what we call the Asana pyramid of clarity. And for us, Asana is the only work management platform that connects the goals at the top of your organisation to the mission, all of the strategic portfolios and work that you've put in place that is aligned to this, then all of the specific projects and individual tasks that are connected in order for you to achieve these goals. And this is underpinned by things like automation, reporting, integrations, etc. And again, this is all powered by Asana Intelligence, which I'll touch on in the next slide. So this Asana work graph, this is the underlying data model that really powers Asana. It captures that relationship between the work of your team, the information about that work, and the people that are doing the work. It connects the what, the why, and the who of your organisation. It's an invaluable thread that can help structure work across your entire organisation. And it really works on this understanding that great work can't be done in silos. We need cross-functional collaboration. We need a more flexible way to organise our work. Therefore, our data model on the work graph, it embodies a system that is flexible enough to put any piece of work in a one-to-many relationship across your organisation. And it's created a machine-readable map of your entire organisation. It's able to break down your organisation into smaller pieces, be able to connect together to make your work legible, provide you with rich insights into how you can leverage AI and make an impact across your whole organisation, and not just one task at a time. According to McKinsey & Co., generative AI with work automation could improve labour productivity by up to 3.3% annually through to the year 2040. And this is made possible by AI's unique ability to streamline and automate workflows such as time-intensive tasks, and in doing so, reduce a lot of this digital friction that our team are facing. Generative AI and a lot of other technologies out there, they have the potential to automate our work activities that absorb up to 60% of our employees' time. So all this busy work that we were talking about earlier, with AI, workers are able to surface the information that is actually relevant to them in order to achieve their goals. And this is going to help our companies drive faster towards our goals, drive faster towards our mission. And it's all of this potential that's led us at Asana to recently launch our new set of AI tools that's really helping everyone to collaborate better. So meet Asana Intelligence, and again, this is our answer to this challenge that we're talking about. Before I dive into this, I want to first ground ourselves in Asana's 5 principles of human-centered AI. Firstly, AI should help people achieve their goals. I'm sure we've all struggled with implementing new tools, and it just hinders people's process, which is why we're having this conversation today, because implementing too many tools. So AI needs to be designed, any implementation needs to be designed to help humans achieve their goal. The second one is that we design for humans and AI teams. So any tool that we implement, it needs to be intuitive and incredibly easy to use. People need to be accountable for their decisions as well. If we're going to be investing in any new tool, people need to be transparent and clear around their decisions. And this goes for any new business venture. We have a commitment to safety in the short and the long run. Transparency is very key for us at Asana. I know there is a lot of misconceptions out there about AI, and we're incredibly transparent about our journey and our path down Asana. Down this AI path. And this leads me again to transparency in practice and the product. Openness is key if we're going to continue to put humans at the center of how we leverage AI. So with this in mind, let's take a little look at how Asana is using AI. As leaders, we're responsible not only for creating our company's goals, but ensuring that we're effectively working towards achieving these goals. The mission of AI initially to reduce the negative impact of digital and operational inefficiencies. So this again means reducing the unnecessary workflows and unnecessary processes across the organization, bringing down digital friction wherever possible. In order to improve our alignment and our go-to-market, we must first set the destination of our organization through our goals and our OKRs. But in order to effectively reach our goals, we need to create the bodies of work that are going to help us get there. So there needs to be a link between our OKRs and the actual work that we are doing. We must proactively resource and capacity plan and provide these insights. By doing this, we're essentially creating almost an air traffic control system within the product that enables everyone to work together to achieve a shared objective along a shared timeline. This approach provides us as leaders with a macro-level visibility and will surface real-time risks and roadblocks that help us to improve our collective decision-making. And this will help us get to our goals faster. Once we have our direction set, we need to ensure that we have a turn-by-turn navigation system to make sure that we're constantly pivoting and we're staying agile. This is where Asana Intelligence really helps us. We are able to do more with less. Asana Intelligence helps us to prioritize what is important. It helps us to reduce staff burnout by reducing all of this unnecessary admin work that they're currently burdened with. And we could really improve our operational efficiency and visibility by automating our project creation and our project organization. Using Asana Intelligence, it will monitor your team's resources and capacity, and it will intelligently surface recommendations to ensure that you're navigating all of these roadblocks and that you stay course corrected as an organization. Once we have our this eventually leads us to this world of almost, think of it like autonomous driving within our companies. We're able to save time by automating all of our workflows. We spend less time in emails and meeting and chat as we're able to leverage AI and Asana Intelligence for effective planning and execution. We can reduce our business overheads and our risks with automatic project health checks and intelligent risk insights. It's able to structure and organize your workflows automatically based on your company's goals. And this leads us to a world where we're getting back that time that we've lost, and it's giving us back that time we need to do the work that matters the most. is revolutionising the way that we work, but the passport isn't easy. Now, we've heard that around 50% of executives across the economy are saying that AI is their #1 spending priority for this next year. 50% of executives are saying this is where we want to spend our money. So we need to make sure if we're going to be investing in this, we're innovative and we're creative. We're not bogged down on all this manual and repetitive work. We need to move with operational agility and eliminate all of these inefficient processes that we've currently got in place. We need to embrace outcome-based resourcing and not just look at activity-based staffing. And finally, we need to make intelligence recommendations and move away from all of this retrospective reporting that we're doing at the moment. So with these principles guiding us, we can make a huge success of the AI implementation, and we can tackle this digital friction problem once and for all. Now, I wanted to just leave you with some top tips for a successful AI implementation that Dr. Rebecca Hines. This is from her Driving Sustainable Growth with AI report. I think it's really important for whatever tool it is that you're looking at implementing. The first thing on the list here is data readiness. Now, AI shouldn't translate, again, to adding more tools to your problem, to your stack, and exacerbate that problem. You should think about leveraging AI to, again, streamline your processes, drive efficiency, giving you that data that you need to make a lot more informed decisions within your organization. Think about how AI can automate a lot of those repetitive tasks that you have and improve those workflows to help you get better insights. It needs to be human-centric. After all, if humans are going to be using the tool, AI is only as good as the humans that are using it. So invest in your teams, as you're implementing new tools, upskill your workers, get them ready, get them able and excited to use the products. Then you will see the most value out of your implementation. Security considerations. I think this one's paramount. Look, there's a big AI race going on at the moment, but this doesn't mean you should rush your journey and ignore security. I think take your time, understand your journey. I think both your team and your customers will thank you for this. And finally, cross-functional collaboration. Cross-functional collaboration. AI will impact every single team and every single individual, which makes cross-functional collaboration incredibly vital. So with these takeaways, it's integral to helping humans thrive with AI and ensuring that we are implementing technology and we're staying on that right side of collaboration. Unfortunately, that is all that we did have time for today. I think we've had the opportunity this morning to really sit down within the product and demo to a lot of you. We're here all afternoon. We'd love for you to come over. We're just outside as you walk into the room there. Myself and our team would love to spend some time with you showing a little bit more about the products. But yeah, I think we've got a little bit of time left for questions. Oh, no more? Okay, no more time. I think it's lunchtime then. Great, thanks so much.